Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. So the funniest thing happened earlier today. I was at the post office posting a vintage Harley Davidson t-shirt I had sold. And the girl working at the post office came up to me and like whispered, you know, like, oh my God, oh my God. And she said, your dress, you know? And I thought, oh wow, I guess my dress has come undone and I'm doing a total nip slip. So I looked down and really it was just what you see there. So I wasn't showing any nipple and my boob wasn't out. And I thought it was really funny. I like laughed and looked her in the eye, but she was mortified. She was mortified. It looked like she was, you know, getting out of her comfort zone to save me, and that, you know, that there's a lot of shame involved, and it was like, you know, really I should just have told her, you know, this is called cleavage. Anyway, it was sweet. It was super sweet. Oh my goodness, today I almost had a life crisis. I was perfectly happy sitting and getting, you know, my roots bleached and talking about, you know, my love of all things Playboy Mansion, the girls next door, and my hairstylist, she told me that Hugh Hefner was dead. And first, of course, disbelief, but then she said, no, it's true. He died like a month ago or something. And I couldn't get over it. Like, why has nobody told me? And I had like this moment that I think America had when JFK was shot. You know, for me, it was like, oh my God, you know, it was like so sad, because I definitely, he's a great part of my heart and mind, daily thoughts, and I mean, he's a huge inspiration. I would like to be the female Hugh Hefner, and I mean, I would like to have a birthday party like him when I'm 80. I mean, who could wish for anything more, really? He's, you know, I would love to be the ultimate playgirl like that. And I'm on my way, I must say. But anyhow, no, I was mortified. It was like, you know, I don't want to say he's like a father to me, but he is a great inspiration, somebody I think about a lot, and I couldn't imagine what, you know, and I said, what are they going to do with the Playboy Mansion? Is it going to become like Graceland? You know, you can visit it. And she said, no, they sold it off, they're going to change everything. And I'm like, oh my God, how could his daughter let this happen? And oh my God, and you know, and I also thought it was strange how I've been so attracted to the whole Playboy phenomena very strongly. What would be before and during and after his death. Like, I felt like there must be something going on. Maybe it's his spirit communicating to me. But most of all, I was just really sad because I mean, I could never meet him. I could never visit the Playboy Mansion. This beautiful thing was now a thing of the past. And now I had yet another obsession with something that's dead and gone. And you know, I really would like to be a little bit more current and interested in things that are actually alive and on the earth at the same time that I am. You know, that's always fun. I was devastated. And you know, I was laughing and joking, but really I was sad. And for me, it was major, you know, like the people who go into depressions because a rock star who's super old has died. It was very major for me, very major. But I was, at the same time, you know, he had a rich life. He was old. I mean, I'm sure he was at peace with piecing out. If anybody is, I think they are. I can't imagine being that tired. And then the first thing I did when I went out to my car when we were done was I checked online, you know, because I'm like, it does happen that I miss major events. It does happen, and maybe Hef isn't as important to, you know, America or the world as he is to me. But you know, I can't believe it. He's like the mansion, everything. It should be a national landmark. It should be preserved, and he's created such a legacy. He's like such a huge part of American pop culture and in the future history that, I mean, you can't overestimate the worth on so many levels, the wealth he's created. And I'm not talking about money. The inspiration, it's art, really. It's art. He's made an art out of living. And you know what? He's alive. He's alive. I can't believe it. I was very happy to see he's alive. Unfortunately, his brother Keith died last year, and there have been rumors about his death, and I look forward to reading the articles about how he, you know, responded to those rumors in a humorful way, of course. I mean, he's such a great, he still has the spirit of a young boy, even though I don't know, is he 90 now or something? And that's exactly the way I feel that I am, like a little girl, and I would like to stay that way until I'm very old and until I die. Of course, I also want lots of young, gorgeous men around me, a mansion, to be able to walk in pajamas all day, lots of pets, people making me food, to be able to be a homebody, and if I must travel, to have my own jet, and no, but to build up, like, to just follow my heart the way he has done, and have a life that you wouldn't trade with anyone else. And I already feel that way, but of course, you know, the sky is the limit. You can keep on perfecting and tweaking. Just like I love my blonde hair, but I want to, you know, like how the roots, it's even lighter. I want to have all of it that light, as light as possible. I'll just keep on going lighter and lighter. Apparently it's because the heat from the body makes the bleach work faster. So that's why it gets so light by the roots. So, you know, I'm very hot-headed and hard-headed and just hot in general, and of course it really, really shows. So I'm just really happy, Hef, that you're alive, if you hear this. And I mean, that means that maybe I can, you know, visit the mansion, or in other ways that our spirits can touch while we're still alive. Yeah, who knows?